Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing a Chevy Trail Boss with the Duramax diesel. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Carl Malone Chevy here in Park City, Utah for me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 3-liter inline-6 turbo diesel that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 21 around town, and then 23 on the highway, with power outputs being 305 horsepower and then 495 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, notice we have this blacked out piece here in the center, which I think is really cool. Duramax badge there on the side and contrasts very nicely to the silver paint. And then popping down below, you guys can see the headlight design. Notice how it's like darker right there, which is really cool. Same thing with the grille. Also got the Z71 logo here at the bottom. Red tow hooks, and we got fog lights. And putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here with this Trail Boss. Now, popping on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 275, 65, 18 in the front, and over in the rear, you can see with the wheels completely blacked out, and then the Trail Boss does get these aggressive all-terrain tires. I mean, look how knobby those are. And then you do have a 2-inch lift from the factory with the Trail Boss. And if we take a few steps back, you guys can see here with the full side profile, again with that lifted appearance, it looks really good. And we are on a little bit of a slant, so that's kind of why the truck is tipping a little bit forward, is because of that slant. But anyways, looks good. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start. We got the tailgate drop down and then the Chevy bow tie here on the back, and pop her down. Now popping into the bed, you guys can see that the tailgate has protection on it from the factory, and this has the multi-flex setup, so it doubles as a step. And then we do have LED lights here. We also have a grab handle as well, and then we have a full outlet down below. But yeah, really nice with all of the protection here. And then when you're all done, just click that into place and then just lift the whole thing up and boom. Really cool looking taillights. Got the Trail Boss decal there on the side. Bumper steps here. Notice the bumper is all blacked out. We also have the squished exhaust tips is what I like to call them. And wrapping things up, let me guys think about the looks here with the Trail Boss. Now taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see soft touch here, and look at the wood trim that goes across in the silver trim as well, and lots of nice stitching on top of that. And then looking at the seats, again, really nice trim. You can see the behind the seat storage, and then again with the leather trim here at the bottom, and then do have more storage underneath, and then a flat loading floor in front. Legroom back here solid. We also have a little storage pocket, some cup holders. We have our own vents back here, USBs as well, and then headroom. It's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again, soft touch all over, and you can see the wood trim that goes across. We've got all of our window controls. Notice the driver one is automatic. Your mirror adjustments, and there's a quick look at the mirrors themselves. And then speaker for the Bose sound system. Payload capacity with this truck is 1,509 pounds, and then towing capacity is 9,000 pounds. And then we've got the same leather trim here with the front seats as well. Power adjustments here on the side. And we have our drive line select. Notice we've got our 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel high, 2-wheel high, 4-wheel low, drive mode select, trailer tow haul mode as well. And then we've got our light controls right next to that. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, really nice trim all around. We got paddle shifters here in the back, as well as radio controls for the center stack. We have a heat signal button on the steering wheel, as well as our cruise control. And we have our turn signal windshield wiper stock. Now taking a look at the gauge cluster, first off we've got our tow haul mode there. And then we've got our drive mode select here, so you've got your sport mode, your off-road mode, and then your normal mode that you can go between. Now in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn at the steering wheel, and this has Chevy's 360 camera system, so you can see out of every single angle here with the truck. Really good system, and it even has, oh there we go, a cargo view for the bed, which I think is pretty cool. Now as for the rest of the infotainment system itself, response time with the screen, or actually I got to press home button, there we go. Response time with the screen once it's loaded up, it's actually really good. We have this main screen here, as you can see, respond quickly. Has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We also have the little shortcut bar there on the side. analog home screen button, and then your volume control, and then you can see lane departure here, parking sensors, auto stop start, tailgate drop down, hazard lights, stability control, hill descent control, and then that's to roll down all the windows at once. Trailer brake controls here, and then we have our controls for the heated seats, also the dual zone climate, got some USBs there off to the side. More storage up front, we've got our shifter for that 10-speed, couple cup holders, and then look at the center console here, really nice. And then good storage here, we got a wireless phone charging pad as well. And then speaking of, well, storage in a second, but look at the dash. Nice trim all across. Even, well, actually, no, it ends here. That's interesting that that's not soft touch. Anyways, double glove box down below on the other part of storage. Got nice trim on the outside. And then you guys can see here with the manual mirror dimmer. And then we do have a power sliding rear window. Now there's a little bit of glare, but anyways, 2024 Trail Boss LT. Base MSRP is $58,000 now. Craziness. Total MSRP on this one is $69,600 and some change, so almost $70,000 for the Duramax loaded up Trail Boss. Anyways, let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, through the rest of the rear, and Duramax away. Really big fan of this, and I've got some exciting news. The Chevy up here in Park City has a ZR2 with the Duramax that is in transit. So when that arrives, I will hopefully be able to have time to do a review on it. But yeah, they've got that coming in too if you like diesel Chevys like I do. But let's get up and see how this performs. First off, really good torque. No problem moving these chunky all-terrain tires. Ride quality is really good too. This isn't like the bumpiest road on the planet, but you know, it's got some bumps here and there. And yeah, it's comfortable. Pretty dang comfortable. Aside from that, the leather seats are more comfortable compared to the cloth seats, I think, you can get in the Trail Boss. And also these are going to be easier to clean, so I think that's kind of another reason to go for these seats is, yeah, easier to clean and a little bit more comfortable as well. I really do enjoy how this drives, where it's just smooth. It's very smooth. And you know, it's pretty quiet too. Get a little acceleration here. It's got good torque, that's for sure. And again, we're at like 7,000 feet elevation, and this thing still punches hard. Still feels really strong. So, to cap things off with the Duramax Trail Boss, I think this thing looks really cool on the outside. I think it drives really well too. Just like, you know, all modern Silverados. But I really do think that the Trail Boss package is just a really cool package overall. And you know, although I do like the ZR2 a little bit more because it's just a cooler truck, this is more practical, right? It's got more payload capacity than the ZR2. So it just, you know, in terms of something to do truck stuff with, you know, this makes a bit more sense compared to the ZR2. So let me know what you guys think about the Duramax Trail Boss, but I think this might be the Silverado sweet spot where you get capability plus cool looks, and obviously you can go off-road too. I mean, it's got like the best of both worlds.